In 2022, November 2nd, 2022, it is 100 years of the Qantas Australia Post partnership. And for 100 years, Qantas has carried Australia Post's airmail continuously. So Qantas, which was then the Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services Limited, that's where the Qantas name comes from, gained an airmail contract with Australia Post, which was then called the Postmaster General's Department. The first flight on November 2nd carried 106 letters, and that's where it all began. Well, we have 12 stamps here. These are what Australia Post calls my stamps because they are customised stamps. In this case, Australia Post produced this to celebrate the centenary of the Qantas Australia Post partnership. And the images are of significant events in Qantas's 100-year history of carrying mail. All the stamp photos were supplied by Qantas. I referred to the wartime flying boat service between Western Australia and Sri Lanka over the Indian Ocean. And this image shows a flying boat at that time. And you can see it's quite close to the water level. It was necessary in case they encountered enemy aircraft and they had to be able to land on water fairly quickly. This stamp here reproduces a photograph from the inaugural 1922 flight, and it features a woman, a passenger, who I think has the distinction of being the first fare-paying passenger of Qantas. This is the first Qantas logo involving the flying kangaroo that dates from 1947. A couple of years after the Australia to England kangaroo route air service was established, and which of course carried mail. The logo was inspired by the jumping kangaroo on the 1 penny coin. Well, I like the last stamp. We've got the most up-to-date one, which features one of Qantas's Airbuses converted to a freighter, and it bears Australia Post livery. Now, I believe there are 3 of these operating today because, of course, it's mainly parcels that are carried around Australia by air.